ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Striker, 3-3. Edo blue.
Operating from the gun, Freeman. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Blue striker. White.
On 1st and 10, Freeman. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On first down, Coffee. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Freeman. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Back to throw. Freeman looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready?
Off the play fake, Freeman. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Ready? Fight.
Up the middle they go. Coffee. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Freeman. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic.
Pierce has it knocked loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Robert Tunyon. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Burrow. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down trial of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. And making the tackle there, Jacoby Durant. These two teams all tied after one.
Ready, set.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Coffee. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. Coffee. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
A gain there of now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Freeman. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll try and run right on the option. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Ready, ready. Slide 2.
Throwing on first down. Freeman. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grover Stewart in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Off play action. Freeman. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. On 3rd down, Freeman. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Robert Tunyon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Remember, earlier in this game, he lost a fumble. This time, it hit the deck, but he got it back. Yeah, do you think he's breathing a monster sigh of relief right now? Could you imagine losing 2 in the same game and how that would affect you moving forward? Well, for him, high and tight, just like a good haircut. Never go wrong that way. Hold that football. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Mecole Hardman, 46 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception in the ballgame, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. First and 10, it's Pierce. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
11. On second and 10, Burrow. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Sly able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
On second down, here's Pierce. And some room to work. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Now it's Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Brock Wright from 10 yards out. And the Colts have cut it back within a score.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
It just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
To throw on second down, Freeman. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a two-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Burrow on 3rd down. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Freeman. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On 1st down, Freeman. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Marcus Davenport, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And if we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Freeman, that's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter.
Okay, ready?
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Tunyon's got it on the out route.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On 2.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Pierce now up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them would be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Burrow. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Gun.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They go play action with Burrow.
Gets the dump off to Pierce. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Escaping the pressure right. Complete to right. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go, here we go. 11 empty.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Pierce takes it straight ahead.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
11, 11, 11.
To throw, Burrow.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
So the second half comeback is now complete. They have battled from behind, taken the lead, and CD now, they just need their defense to stand up here and secure the victory.
And remember, they were trailing by double digits, fought their way back into this one. Now we find out the true definition of the team, don't we? Because one side of the ball just did its job. Now it's time for the other one to take over. Don't let them drive downfield and get the deciding score in what time remains.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third. He'll look to throw.
Toward the sideline, and he locates Gage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. We thought we might have a good close game, and we did. It really came down to that final onside kick. They recovered it, but they would have had to return it. They were unable to do that, and that wrote an ending.
That is frustrating, isn't it? To execute an onside kick and get the ball, yet there's no payoff for them. Right now, they're probably in their locker room trying to comfort themselves with the clock just ran out on us. We were right there.
So for Denver, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they go down to defeat